In a land of misty fjords and echoing war cries, where legends danced with reality, there lurked tales untouched by time. Ever heard of Viking queens of combat, the fierce Shieldmaidens? Dive with us into ancient sagas as we unearth secrets so wild they might just rewrite history. Ready? Chapter 1: The Myths and Legends. In the heart of icy Scandinavia, where night can last for months and the northern lights paint the sky, tales as old as the winds whisper secrets. Imagine nights by roaring fires, with the elderly spinning yarns of the mighty Shieldmaidens, Viking women who didn't just mend nets but brandished swords. But were these tales mere fantasies, conjured up after one too many horns of mead? Or was there a grain of truth, a hidden history waiting to be unraveled? In these sagas, Shieldmaidens rode valiantly into battles, their hair flowing like the banners of old, eyes blazing fiercer than the stormy seas their brethren sailed. With every retelling, their legends grew. Some said they were daughters of gods, others claimed they tamed wild beasts. In stories like the Saga of the Volsungs, these ladies weren't just footnotes, they were champions, protagonists, the heartbeat of the tale. Now, dear adventurer, let's embark on a journey, page by page, line by line, to dissect these sagas and decipher, were Shieldmaidens real or just the stuff of legends? Chapter 2: The Archaeological Discoveries. In the sprawling green expanse of Scandinavia, there's more buried than just old bones and forgotten trinkets. Oh yes, history itself lies dormant, just inches beneath our feet. Picture this: a humble excavation site, seemingly ordinary, but as shovels strike earth and dust rises, mysteries from a millennia past awaken. Our journey takes us to a grave, not of a fearsome bearded Viking as one might expect, but possibly of a woman warrior. Beside her, weapons, not the kind you'd hang above a fireplace for show, but battle-worn and scarred, telling tales of skirmishes and showdowns. And here's the twist: those delicate, age-old bones we've just unearthed? Female, yet they rest with the relics of war. Could this be the final resting place of a true shield maiden? Has the earth guarded her secrets, silently waiting for curious souls like us? Join us as we brush off the sands of time, piecing together a puzzle that bridges myth with a reality far more intriguing than any Viking saga ever told. Chapter 3: DNA Testing and Modern Science. Ah, the wonders of the modern age. Forget runestones and cryptic carvings. We have a new oracle in town: DNA. In labs more sterile than a Viking's best polished shield, white-coated wizards delve deep, decoding the secrets trapped in ancient marrow. Is it magic? Science? A sprinkle of both, perhaps. With bubbling flasks and beeping machines, they tease out truths from strands thinner than spider silk. Now those old bones from our intriguing gravesite? They've whispered their tales and the revelations are spine-tingling. Turns out, our mysterious maiden didn't just chill at home knitting woolly socks. Oh no, the imprints on her bones sing songs of battles fought, of clashing steel, and of adrenaline-charged charges. But wait, there's more. Beyond just confirming her gender, these tests narrate stories of her diet, her travels, maybe even the last thing she ate. A hearty Viking stew, perhaps? So gear up, intrepid explorer, as we ride the wave of modern magic, merging ancient sagas with scientific revelations. The tale's getting juicier by the minute. Chapter 4: Shieldmaidens in Battle. Picture a typical Viking scene. Burly men, roaring seas, clanging swords, right? But wait, in the midst of that testosterone-fueled frenzy, there's a glint of something unexpected. A flash of braided hair, the wild eyes of a woman charged with battle fury. That, my friends, is our shield maiden in her element. Now don't be fooled into thinking she's merely dabbling in the art of war. No, sir. These fierce femmes are a force to be reckoned with. Their battle cries, just as chilling. Their swordplay, equally deadly, if not more. Dive with us into the thick of combat. Feel the ground tremble as shield maidens lock shields with their male counterparts, forming an impenetrable wall of determination. Hear the twang of their bowstrings, the precision with which they hurl spears, hitting bullseyes more often than not. Experts reckon these ladies had specific roles, strategies, maybe even secret moves. Ah, the intrigue. So grab your helmet, horn-free mind you, and shield. We're about to dive deep into the throes of Viking warfare with a twist you won't see coming. Chapter 5: Viking society and gender roles. Set sail with us into the daily hustle and bustle of a Viking village. Amidst the smell of fresh bread, the din of blacksmiths, and kids running amok, there's a tapestry of roles and expectations, woven tighter than the most intricate Norse knotwork. You see, Viking life wasn't all about plunder and fame. At its heart, it was about community, family, and, dare we say, a sprinkle of drama. Men with their beards and bravado had their duties, but the women, they were the silent puppeteers, masters of many a craft. Now, toss in our Shieldmaidens, and oh boy, the plot thickens. Here were women not content with just the hearth and home. They craved the adrenaline, the wind in their hair, the taste of adventure. And yet, how did society view them? Were they outliers, rebels in braided hair? Join us as we wade through gossip, legends, and age-old Viking tabloids. Let's uncover the juicy bits of how these femme fatales fit, or didn't, into the grand Norse narrative. Chapter 6. The Legacy of Shieldmaidens. Fast forward a few centuries, and the Viking longships have long since sailed into sunsets. But wait, what's this? The echoes of Shieldmaidens still resonate, now louder than ever. In a world of hashtags and heroines, the tales of these legendary ladies are making a killer comeback. Modern-day warriors with their tattoos, gym memberships, and love for all things Norse draw inspiration from the very same shield-wielding women of yore. Schoolgirls brandishing pens mightier than swords, doodle Shieldmaidens in the margins of their notebooks, daydreaming of adventures. While athletes, prepping for the Olympics perhaps, channel the very essence of these ancient Amazons, seeking that edge, that spark. From TV screens to Comic Cons, Shieldmaidens are popping up everywhere, throwing a Viking-sized wrench into cliched damsel in distress tales. They're not just history, they're icons, influencers in their own right. So come along as we trace this awe-inspiring legacy. Watch how a saga, whispered across campfires centuries ago, sets today's world aflame, proving that legends, especially the fierce female kind, never truly fade. Chapter 7. Wrapping up the saga. As our Viking longboat of discovery nears its final harbor, there's a buzz in the air. Is it just the salty sea breeze, or the electrifying realization that history, my dear explorers, is juicier than the juiciest mead-laden Viking feast? From cryptic sagas to modern-day science labs, from ancient battlefields to trending Twitter hashtags, we voyaged through time, unearthing secrets, and, let's admit it, shaking up a few preconceived notions. Our Shieldmaidens? Not just whispers of lore, but pivotal pieces in history's grand puzzle. As the embers of our campfire saga start to dim, we're left with more than just tales. We're armed with perspective, with respect, and dare we say, a smidge of awe for the braided warriors of the past. So what now? Do we simply sail away into the sunset? Nah, we hoist the Shieldmaiden banner high, carry their tales forward, and dive into new adventures with zest. Because if there's one thing we've learned, it's that history, especially the Viking kind, always has more tales to tell. As our saga winds down, remember, history isn't just dusty tomes and faded runes. It's a thrilling roller coaster, full of surprises and Shieldmaiden sass. So keep that Viking curiosity alive, delve into mysteries, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next saga spinner to set the world ablaze. Until next time, Skal.